Everything we do, and I tell my staff that all the time, our measuring stick is the needs of the students, period. How do we advance them? How do we provide access that they may never have thought they could have? During that first semester where we had the majority of our students at home, they were not able to get everything that they need to be as successful as they should be.
We had some pretty stark predictions that were coming out nationally and from the state as well, saying how behind our kids were going to be because of COVID.
We had to immediately begin to think about how do we close these gaps now and what support are we able to give them. We knew that we wanted to grow our teachers and we needed to have a mindset change. We wanted to take it to another level and we knew our teachers were capable of doing that way before COVID ever came into our thoughts. We went to the Midwinter Conference. We heard Shannon speak, talking about the summits and doing your learning design. It all just started coming together, and so I ran, she had a second session, so I went and got the team. I said, I want you all to come with me because we were all there. Come and listen to this. So by the time we left, we had determined that's what we need to do. This is a new way to come at this. It's the brightest way, using best practice, reimagining what education needs to look like here in Aransas Pass, Texas. The plan was to do a 3-year phase rollout, to have coaching for all of our core teachers and our administrators having that coaching so they could become those instructional leaders.
When you have a 3 to 5 year plan, you're helping create that continuity. You want it to continue and leave a legacy past your legacy.
So we started in January, things seemed to be going well. We had our plan, and then coming back from spring break in March, the whole world had changed.
During Harvey, we experienced 7 weeks off, so we kind of experienced a little bit of that at one point. So I knew our teachers were resilient, our students were resilient, and that they could overcome.
Well, we felt strongly enough that we don't stop now, that if we're going to have to rebuild what education looks like for a year and use all this digital Zooming or whether it was Google Meets, whatever, because at that point we didn't know how we were going to do any of this, we felt like the best thing we could do is support our teachers.
In the summer, my boss said, hey, we need some teachers to volunteer to go fully online. And our school didn't even have Chromebooks, like we had no technology whatsoever. So what happened is that I just was like, okay, I'm just gonna make up my mind, I'm just gonna push through it.
When the pandemic hit, I thought, what perfect timing then to throw that technology in and teachers learn from their own personal coaches. And so it was very exciting.
On this campus, we had 5 teachers that were working with Engage to Learn just as an introduction, to start this 3 to 5 year process.
We made the commitment to get every core teacher a coach for this school year.
I've been teaching a long time, but I feel like you can always get better. There's always new things to try.
They were making things happen in the midst of all the chaos.
We all just kind of came together and researched programs and all kinds of things that we could use in the classroom to accommodate COVID, because we couldn't do small groups, we couldn't do stations, like we had to think outside the box.
And I've always been connected to the kids, and I've always been good at the one-on-one personal connection, but now I've grown in having kids assess themselves and having them be a part of the collaboration.
They are doing so well. They see where their students are going, they're moving their children, they're achieving success, they're allowing the kids to analyze their own data, and they see the progress that they're making.
It just blew my mind because I just grew so much. In January, whenever the kids came back, I was like, you know what, it's really time to implement this blended learning piece.
So we moved on to what they call blended learning. And I think it's helped everyone tremendously.
Things have happened this year because we made a commitment to do that. Even as we're starting to see some of our scores come out, I am amazed.
We started assessing them once we got them back. We were seeing in some areas our students were actually performing as well as they had previously done, or in some cases even better than what they had previously done, and we were encouraged by that.
Our students, they have taken what was given to them. The teachers have supported them through it. Moving forward, every teacher in our entire district, whether you teach PE, I don't care what you teach, if you're a teacher in this district, you will have a coach this next year. Because we've seen the difference it made having that support.
We want to really accelerate what we've been doing, and we hope to see so much more.
They cannot wait to put their students in groups and be able to use those pre-assessments to create their leveled activities and their station rotations.
I'm looking forward to how things really will change with open minds and a renewed vision for what education can be. I think we're set up pretty good.
Engage to Learn coming and partnering with us has enabled us to take all that we were talking about and wanting to do. They gave the fuel to us and the best practices and those things and the encouragement and support so that we can take it to that next level. And along the way, pride is being built. I think this time next year we'll really be able to see the fruits of the labor that have been put into this.